Welcome, my name is Steven. I'm an entomologist. Today we are going to discuss about classification of insects. Insects belong to the kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, and class Insecta. And in class Insecta, we have various order. We have several orders. They can rank up to 29, and these include, I will speak about them from the order of the most primitive one to the yes, I'll start from the most primitive one. So the first one I'll start with order Diplura. Diplura is one of the most primitive insect species with no eyes or wings, and usually they have no ability to regenerate body parts. And it is estimated there are over 400 members who are still in existence in the world today. The other one is the order Crotura. Crotura is also a very primitive group, and in this order, the individuals have no eyes, no antennae, no wings, and they're very uncommon, but perhaps there are less than 100 species that are known. Then we have the order Thysanura. Thysanura, these are insects which are wingless, and of course they are found, they can be found, they're easily found. An example is the silverfish and the fibrants. Of course, you know that silverfish, when it comes to pests, we regard them as a pest because you can find them on the seeds, because they tend not to eat on the fabrics they starch, therefore becoming a pest because they can actually destroy your fabric. And of course, in this category, we have about 600 species worldwide. And then we have also another order called the Collembola. And an example of the Collembolas are the springtails. We also have pretty primitive insects without wings, and there are approximately about 2,000 species of the Collembola worldwide. Another order we have Phemeropterans. Phemeropterans, an example is the mayfly, and these are insects that live a very short life, and they undergo incomplete metamorphosis. We'll talk about complete and incomplete metamorphosis on another video. The larvae are aquatic, which feed on algae and other plant life. It is also estimated that there are about 2,100 species worldwide. The other order is Odonata. This is the sixth one. The Odonata includes the dragonflies and damsel flies, which undergo incomplete metamorphosis. Usually, these insects, you will see them hovering around water bodies, and they are immature stages. You may tend to find them in the waters. There are about 5,000 species in the order Odonata. The other one is order Plecoptera. Plecoptera, an example is stoneflies. They are aquatic also. These are aquatic insects that also undergo incomplete metamorphosis, and the nymphs lives under the rocks, hence the name stoneflies, in well-flowing streams. Adults are usually seen on the ground along stream and river banks, and there are roughly about 3,000 species. Then the other order is Gyroblattoidea. These are sometimes referred to living fossils. Why they are referred to living fossils? Because you will find them at very interesting places. For example, elevation above 1,500, you may find them on the rocks, you may find them on the ice, and therefore we have some referred to as the icebergs, the rock crawlers, and about 25 species are known to be living today. The other one is order Orthoptera. Orthoptera comprises of the family of insects such as the grasshopper, the locusts, the katydids, and crickets. And this is one of the largest order of herbivorous insects. Majorly, this order is the members of this order. They feed on grass, they're herbivorous in nature, and they can produce and they can detect sound. They can produce sound, they can detect sound, and we have approximately 20,000 species which are known to be existing in this group. The other one very interesting is the order Phasmida. Phasmida is an order that comprises of insects that are masters of camouflaging. They are very good at hiding. They're very good at taking cover in leaves and sticks, because they may end up looking like whatever the background they hide. So they undergo complete metamorphosis and they feed on leaves. There are some 3,000 insects in this group that are known to exist. An example, like I've said, is a stick insect, which are the longest insect in the world. And one of them, in another video I said, they could be up to 26 centimeters long. That's quite a long insect, and it's an extraordinary thing to note. Then the other order is Dermapterans. Dermapterans is an order. An example is the earwigs, and the 2,000 species are believed to be in existence, and they always have a pincer, something like claws, like at the abdomen, at the end of the abdomen, and they are known to be good scavengers, eating both plants and animal matters. The other one is the order Embidina, and an example of Embidina are the web spinners. Note that you don't confuse the web spinners with the spiders. These are insects who have got the ability to spin webs because they have a silk gland in front of their legs, and they can even weave nets under leaf litters and even in tunnels where they live. And so therefore you can find this mostly here in Africa, in the tropicals, even in the subtropical climates. The other one is order Dictoptera. Formerly, we used to refer some of these as the Blattioidea, order Blattioidea, but it has to date it's known as order Dictoptera. The order Dictoptera includes the roaches and the mantids. Both groups have long segmented antennae and leathery forewings, which usually are held together at their backs. And